Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to add and subtract dissimilar fractions. Okay, now let's go back to some basic concepts about fraction. So parts of a fraction, example is 3/7 or 3/7. The number on top is called the numerator and the number at the bottom is called the denominator. Of course, the symbol used in fraction is what we call fraction bar or the vinculum. Let us define what is a dissimilar or what are dissimilar fractions. These are fractions that have different denominators. Examples: 2/3 and 5/6. So obviously they don't have the same denominators. Okay, so this is what we call dissimilar fractions. Another 1/4, 3/28 or 3/28, and 17/19 or 17/19. Okay, now let's go to addition of dissimilar fractions. Let's have example number 1. Example number 1, 1/4 plus 1/8 equals, what is the sum? How do you add dissimilar fractions? We are going to follow 4 steps to arrive at the sum of dissimilar fractions. Step 1. Work out the multiples for each denominator. 1/4, the denominator 4. What are its multiples? That is 4, 8. Next fraction, 1/8. Multiples of the denominator 8. 8. Why did I stop listing the multiples of both denominators? We just only need the least or the smallest, or what we call the least common multiple of 4 and 8. That is 8. Step 2. Choose the least common denominator. That is the least common multiple from step 1. 8. Step 3. Convert each fraction to its equivalent using the LCD or the least common multiple 8. 1/4. Now, we are going to multiply the denominator with a number to arrive at the least common multiple 8. So what is that number? 2. What you have multiplied in the denominator will also be multiplied to the numerator. We have times 2, and that is 1 times 2 is 2. 4 times 2 is 8. So the new equivalent or the new fraction is 2/8. Next fraction, 1/8. Now, do not forget to multiply the top and the bottom, as we are going to do with the next fraction, 1/8 times 1. We multiply 1 to 8 to arrive with the least common denominator 8. Now we're going also to multiply 1 in the numerator 1. That is 1 times 1 is 1. 8 times 1 is 8. The new fraction is 1/8. Step 4. Add the equivalent numerators and copy the common denominator. Okay. Now first let us write the new fractions. 2/8 plus 1/8. And then add the equivalent numerators. 2 plus 1 is 3. And then copy the common denominator 8. Okay. Simplify the answer if possible. 3/8, 3 and 8 have no common factor. Therefore, that's the simplified form of the answer. That is 3/8. Let us proceed to example number 2. 5/6 plus 3/5 equals unknown. Again, we will be following the 4 steps to arrive at the sum of dissimilar fractions. Step 1. Work out the multiples for each denominator. 5/6. 6 has multiples of 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Fraction 3/5. 5 has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Again, stop when you have found the least common multiple. Step 3. Choose the least common denominator. That is the least common multiple from step 1, which is 30. Step 2. Let's go to step 3. Convert each fraction to its equivalent using the LCD or the least common multiple. Let's start with the first fraction, 5/6. We are going to multiply a number to 6 to arrive at 30. What is that? 5. So that is 6 times 5. We're going to multiply also the numerator or the top number with 5. And then simplify. We have 5 times 5, 25. 6 times 5 is 30. Let's go to the second fraction, 3/5. Again, do not forget to multiply the top and the bottom with the common multiplier. Okay, next, 3/5. What number is to be multiplied with 5 to arrive at 30? 6. So that is times 6. And then we're going to multiply the top or the numerator with 6 also. Then let us perform the operation. Multiply the numerators, 3 with times 6, and then 5 times 6. So that is 18 over 30. Last step, step 4. Let us copy the new equivalent or the equivalent of the original fractions from the given. So 25 over 30 plus 18 over 30. So they are now similar fractions because they have common denominators. Let us add them. So add the numerators and copy the common denominator. 25 plus 18 is 43 over the common denominator 30. Can we still simplify 43 over 30? Is there a common factor between the two? None. Therefore, this is the simplified form. Another example. In example number 3, we are going to subtract dissimilar fractions. So we will be applying the same steps in subtraction of dissimilar fractions. 2/3 minus 2/6 equals, what is the difference? Step 1. Work out the multiples for each denominator. 2/3, denominator 3 has 3/6. Second fraction or the subtrahend, 2/6. 6 has multiple of 6. Again, stop listing the multiples of both denominators if you have found or arrive at the least common multiple. In this, we have 6, the least common multiple. Step 3, choose the least common denominator. So that is the least common multiple from step 1. 6. Step 3, convert each fraction to its equivalent using LCD or the least common multiple. 2/3, what is the number to be added to 3 to arrive at the least common multiple or the LCD? 6. 2. So that is 3 times 2. Multiply 2 with the numerator as well. We have times 2. And then let us solve. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. So that is 4/6. Let's go to the subtrahend. 2 over 6. What is that number to be multiplied with 6 to arrive with 6. Of course, it's 1. So that is 6 times 1, and then multiply the numerator with the number used in the denominator as a multiplier. So we have 2 times 1. We have 2 times 1 equals 2, and 6 times 1 is 6. So that is 2 sixths. Okay. Again, do not forget to multiply the top and the bottom. Let's go to step 4. Copy the new equivalent or the new fractions for 6 minus 2 sixths. Then subtract the equivalent numerators. 4 minus 2 is 2, and then copy the common denominator 6. Now, simplify, the answer is possible. 2 sixths, is there a common factor of 2 and 6 to be able to simplify that fraction? Yes, the common factor or common number to be divided from 2 and 6 is 2. So that is 2 divided by 2, and then 6 divided by 2. We arrive at 1/3. So that is the final answer. Another example. Example number 4. 3/4 minus 1/7. Step 1. Work out the multiples for each denominator. 3/4. Multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. The subtrahend 1/7, multiples of 7 are 7, 14, 21, 28. Again, stop listing the multiples of both denominators if you have arrived with the least common multiple. So the least common multiple here is 28. Step 2. Choose the least common denominator, that is the least common multiple from step 1. 28. Step 3. Convert each fraction to its equivalent using LCD or the least common multiple. 3/4, what number is to be multiplied with 4 to arrive with 28? It's 7. And then multiply 7 with the numerator as well. 4 times 7, 3 times 7. That is equal to 21/28. Don't forget to multiply the top and the bottom. Let's go to the subtrahend. Let's convert to its equivalent using the LCD. 1/7. What is that number to be multiplied with 7 to get 28? That is 4, and then multiply 4 with the numerator 1, then solve. 1 times 4 is 4, 7 times 4 is 28, so that is 4/28. Okay, by the way, you can also get the least common multiple In this case, by multiplying the denominators, 7 and 4. Step 4. So we're going to copy the equivalent fractions and then perform the operation. That is 21 minus 4 is 17. Then copy the common numerator. So the difference is 17 over 28. Okay, that's it. I hope you've learned from this. Bye.